The Minister of State, Budget and National Planning, Clem Agba, has called for increased technical and financial support for the implementation of the food systems transformation pathways in Nigeria. He stated it this Tuesday at a development partners meeting in Abuja. Our correspondent completes the report. According to a 2023 report from the United Nations Children Fund (UNICEF), nearly 25 million Nigerians are at risk of facing hunger between June and August 2023. The figure is a projected increase from the estimated 17 million people currently at risk of food insecurity. Continued conflict, climate change, inflation, and rising food prices are key drivers of this alarming trend. Following the first ever United Nations Food Systems Summit in 2021, which saw the participation of hundreds of member states and thousands of diverse stakeholders aimed at addressing food shortages across the world, the federal government of Nigeria, through the Ministry of Budget and National Planning, began plans to set up adequate structural frameworks to meet the 2030 agenda for food system transformation. Following the summit, multi-stakeholder dialogues and meetings were held, and strategic collaborations with relevant stakeholders were made, and commencement and implementation of the recommended priority areas began in 2022. Speaking at a donors and development partners meeting on the implementation of food systems transformation pathways in Nigeria this Tuesday in Abuja, the Minister of State, Budget and National Planning, Clem Agba, said that while the project has been gaining traction and support, more technical and financial support is needed to forestall the challenges in the food ecosystem and deliver millions of Nigerians projected to face acute food crisis in the coming months.
Both the technical and financial support for the implementation of our food systems pathway has become a great challenge to the government. The needed funds for this will require the pooling of public and private sector resources, including development partners and donors. The government appreciates the commitment of every organization represented at this meeting towards implementing the strategy being developed for the implementation of food systems transformation pathways in the country. The enormous amount of money needed to assure the food security of Nigerians calls for fundamental review of past approaches and achievements to see what lessons can be learned to re-strategize and develop an approach that will ensure that better progress is made towards achieving better results.
I want to assure you that government appreciates the tremendous support we are currently receiving for all our partners. We therefore urge you all to continue with all your support until our food system is able to provide safe, affordable, and nutritious diets to all Nigerians, irrespective of class or status.
The food system transformation pathway was a collective responsibility, and stakeholders' efforts are needed equally to ensure its implementation. Coordination is the most assuring way of ensuring that stakeholders are better engaged, working together and undertaking priority actions to increase and sustain improvement in our food system.
The UN Resident and Humanitarian Coordinator in Nigeria, Matthias Schmel, and other development partners at the meeting commended the federal government's commitment in addressing food insecurity in the country in line with the Sustainable Development Goals, and therefore pledged their support to the full implementation of the course.
Nigeria needs to do some catalytic transformative work if it wants to get ahead of the curve in terms of achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. We will seek to sustain the momentum beyond the end of May on this particular aspect, food systems, and particular in rural areas. There is no doubt in my mind that Nigeria cannot just feed itself, but can feed the region, if not the continent.
Food systems contribute a considerable part to national economy, and social critics say improving food systems could to a large extent initiate positive change for multiple challenges.